and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously deep. Going to quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience, Jesse.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Right back to the well. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. Nope.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
watch the right defensive end in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Off play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And this defense has squatters' rights in the backfield, back-to-back. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the score remains the same. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get latered up.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Blunt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially...
And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes his connection. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. From the gun, Give on the inside. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. Oh, what a move! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Working that left side now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
that some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You talk about changing the game. The offense better know where he is on every single play. You talk about putting your fingerprints all over the game. The last 2 weeks, 3 sacks last week, his 3rd today. That is a season for some people.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll go to the counter play. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Off the play fake on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Cane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Dances away from one. Knocked down for the tackle. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wide receiver shows motion. One man in the backfield and he gets it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The play action fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right back to it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll immediately call timeout.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Trying to get to him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
He got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being...
Fires into traffic. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricanes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun 1st half than you? And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, Let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They keep it on the ground to open the third.
I know it's sexy to play with football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
On second down, wants to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Canes send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Jukes his way for more.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On the ground with the counter. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Blunt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Might as well stick with him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll try the run. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Hurricanes might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 14-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win if there ever was one. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now they'll run the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw on 3rd. Using his feet to buy time. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Dances away. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets away from one, finds room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Canes have this offense rolling. After the run, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. The quarterback takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.